This is not a crazy idea. I think it's doable. I just need to know who thinks like me or who does not think this is crazy, because I know it's not. I just need to find my community, like who thinks like me. Because I really think this is a dream for all women to live in our little bubble, far away from the rest, right? What if we joined some money together, we go far from the city and buy land, a big portion of land. We get a portion that is for animals, like chicken, cows, horses, dogs, you name it, whatever, it's a necessity for us, right? And then there's another portion where there's fruits and vegetables, and then slowly we grow to a point where we can get it gated, and then we can come up with our own rules, we can decorate it, make it pretty, have a name. You know, we start getting more applications, just female ones. Then we can have one guy, or maybe have like actually a book of different males that they can come to our little community to do some physical work, right? Because you and I would not do it. I mean, if you want, that's fine, but if there's toilet issues, trash issues, maybe building something that's, I don't know, that maybe you and I we don't want to do, we can call approved vendor list, and then they can come and yeah, it's not a crazy idea. I think it's doable. I just need to know who thinks like me.
Oh man, one thing I can't say, the internet does not lack content, and I don't know, man, that was funny. All right, so let's entertain the thought of an all-women community, an all-women neighborhood. This is nothing new. All-women communes have been talked about, you know, before. It's nothing new under the sun. Anyway, so this is not a new conversation, and I can imagine, like, for different reasons. I don't, to be honest with you, even though I know, like, life is challenging, and you know, there are biases and partiality and, you know, violence, but no commune that you live in will be without challenges, will be without hardships. I mean, okay, maybe in an all-women's commune, it may be less violent in the sense of, like, you know, men being there and our strength and our force, but women are violent too, so you can't escape the chaos that comes with being a human. I mean, okay, well, she said, you know, it'd be all women commune, but, you know, they have a vendor list. Let's just entertain this idea, right? Imagine, you know, it's like, I don't want to say it's like going to a female jail, but I'm trying to think of like, let's say there's an all women's event. You know, typically when men do show up, like, you know, the women are drawn to the few men, because that's how God designed it, that men and women will be drawn to each other. And it's like, and it's vice versa. When there's a space where it's all men and a few women come, the men just going crazy, because God designed it that way. So imagine this all women commune, and you have, you know, a man coming, he got his tool belt on, he out there sweating, he doing lawn work, or he's fixing something. You can't tell me he's sweating, his arms glistening. You can't tell me that man working on that property is not gonna stimulate a woman or some of those women in a way that's gonna cause them to go against the community rules. It's gonna be a problem. And then, you know, one thing leads to another. You know, the next guy comes in, and it just becomes a thing. Not that I even believe this will be able to last in a real way. But if we just entertain the idea, it's like, okay, well, how will life continue? You know, if it's all women, you need men to procreate with. So that would be a challenge. I know somebody may be like, oh, well, you don't need men. You can go to a clinic and get this. You're still gonna need men to donate to the clinic. So it's like something has to something has to give in some way, shape, or form. God designed it to where life cannot move forward without men and women existing together. But just entertaining this thought alone, it's a low vibrational conversation, just to be honest. It's one of those things where it's like, I'll entertain it for the sake of being entertaining, but on a real note, it's not realistic. And I do believe in spaces like I've visited and volunteered at a nonprofit here in downtown Dallas, and they actually have 2 stories, and on the second story is for women only, but these women have been abused because, you know, a lot of them are unhoused. I support stuff like that, you know, like, I get that, like, you know, that violence that's happened to them on the streets, you know, causes them to want to just be in spaces to where they feel safe, that trauma, I understand that. But just to have a commune, like a commune where no man exists, there's no man protection, there's no man providing, there's no man building, there's no man conquering and, you know, subduing the land. It's just low vibrational conversation. It just doesn't sound enjoyable, just at the least. It wouldn't work long term anyways, but, and then even on the same thing, women don't always get along. In fact, I could see women clashing out just because that's what humans do. We clash, we have challenges. So no matter how you know, like, I guess, separate yourself, no matter what you do, or what, who you identify with, or what you feel would be safest, even in that, there are going to be challenges. You have a family. Family lives in one house. You know, nobody else is living in your house but the husband, the wife, and the children. You know, people get in disagreements, they're family issues. So, yeah, it's funny, you know, like playing out the scenarios of like how this would go. It's kind of funny, and I'm not saying this in a dismissive way to women, but it's just the conversation in itself is just it's just funny. But anyways, y'all let me know. Maybe somebody has actually lived in an all women's commune for a short period of time. I don't know where that exists or if it exists, but maybe you have, or maybe you've done some research on it and you can educate me on it. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section. I'm gonna be sure to put the link to the original video in the description, and y'all tap in with us. That's all I got to say about that. I'll catch y'all in the next video.
Stand on it, be strong.